This meeting is being recorded.
All right, hello, folks. We are now live on YouTube, and obviously, we are live on Zoom as well. Welcome to the December board meeting for GSA. I will be running this meeting because I'm hosting all of the tech stuff. So I will call this meeting to order at 6:33 p.m. Before we get started, I wanted to quickly go over some of the general mechanics of uh, our Zoom meetings here. So we have a text chat window. That is where you can populate motions. So when we have a need for a motion, you can write the club that you represent and then that you're making a motion or seconding a motion. And that is where that will go. Once a motion has been made, voting will take place in a poll window that will pop up for you. And then if you are a voting club, you will have... Oh, I did call it order. If you are a voting club, then you will have the opportunity to click. I mean, it'll pop up for everyone, but if you're a voting club, then you should click. And if you are not a voting club, not a recognized club yet, you should not vote on any of those things. Also, a thing to note, you do not need to have your camera on at any point during the meeting. You don't need to unmute your microphone unless you're asked to present. When we do have some presentation stuff where people will be, taking questions, you can ask questions in the chat window, or, when we're open for questions, you can certainly unmute yourself and ask for questions that way. But other than that, that's everything that there is to know. So you have, the meeting minutes in your packet that was emailed out to you. So if you could take a look at those, and then when folks have read those over, we will need a motion and a second on approval of the minutes. I see a motion to approve from nursing and a second from math. Okay. I saw a second from math first. So I will now launch the motion. And so again, those of you who are voting board members are able to vote now. If you're not a non-voting board member, please just ignore the window for now. And then I will give it another 20 seconds or so for people to finish voting. All right. So, sharing the results now, you can see that the motion passes. There were 57 in favor, 0 opposed, and 0 abstaining. So, thank you so much. Moving into our announcements, do we have Courtney here to talk about? Yes, I see Courtney.
Hi, Connor. Yes, I'm here. So we have a couple announcements for programming. First of all, I apologize that we had announced and had planned on doing a Canalside ice skating vouchers event, but that has been canceled by Canalside for the entire season due to COVID. So hopefully we will be able to revive that event next year post-COVID. We also still have discount Hatchets and Hops vouchers available. And we have more free Chipotle gift cards, and they are still 1 per UBID. And if you already received a Chipotle gift card last time, you will be ineligible this time, so we can accommodate students who didn't have an opportunity to get one before. And then on December 14th, we will be releasing more $5 Tim Hortons gift cards. So please note that if you want a gift card and you are not feeling comfortable going to campus, then you can pay a $2 postage fee to get that mailed to you, and unfortunately those fees are required to cover the insurance on the gift card, so you can receive that certified through the mail. And the ticket office will have revised hours for the break, which is on their website. And if you have any questions, you can email me at gsa-programming@buffalo.edu. That's all. Thank you, Connor.
All right, thank you so much, Courtney. Moving to the next slide of announcements. So this is our winter break schedule. The GSA office continues to be open virtually through Monday, December 14th. We will be closed from December 15th to Monday, January 4th. So if you send emails about GSA business, don't expect an answer until we reopen, especially in terms of like day-to-day business. Open on summer hours, Monday, January 4th through Friday, January 29th. Monday to Thursday, 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Closed on Fridays. We will be closed Monday, January 18th for Martin Luther King Jr. Day, which is, a day that the whole university is closed. Then our regular business hours resume Monday, February 1st. As of right now, that is still going to be open virtually, but, with some of the more recent news about vaccines, who knows where we'll be by March or April. So we will keep you updated on those sorts of things. But right now, we are still planning for virtual office, as far as I know. Paperwork deadline Wednesday, December 9th for this semester. Anything that needs to be paid before our shutdown from, again, all of December, the remainder of December and the early parts of January, the first 3 days of January, anything that needs to be paid before shutdown needs to be in by that date. If you aren't able to get that paperwork in, please let the people who have outstanding payments know that they are not going to receive payment until mid to late January, because both we need the office to reopen and then it takes some time to process payments. So again, if you want to get payments done before mid to late January, that paperwork has got to be in by December 9th. Report of the President. Hello, Jay.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Connor. The only thing I have is that the GSA resolution that I think we talked about, it was either last meeting or the meeting before that. It was taken to Cole, and Cole is a meeting that happens like almost every month, and it's a meeting with all of the presidents of like all the respective governments, so student association, medical, pharmacy, and all that stuff like that. So we took the resolution that we passed here and we took it to Cole, and they also passed it, and we sent it to upper administration. As far as I know, I haven't heard anything. I don't know if the leader of Cole has heard anything, but I just wanted to say it got passed by Cole. That's it.
All right. Thank you, Jay. Moving to the next slide, it's the report of the Vice President. I have no report to give. Report of the Treasurer. Josh, are you there?
I'm here.
Hello.
Yeah, I don't have anything for right now.
Okay, sounds good. We do have the funding account balances, though.
Oh, that's correct. Yeah, sorry. So as you can see, we got the beginning account, beginning annual balances and allocated. So we just had a couple scholarly publications come through for this month. So there's 2. So we'll see them when we do go through our funding requests. Yeah, you can go to the next slide. It's okay.
Okay.
And then we had 4 conference funding requests, and all 4 of them were approved. So. All
right.
That's it for that slide.
Sounds good. Thank you so much. We don't have any old business today. So moving right into new business, this is looking to be a pretty quick meeting. Club recognition. We have one club that is up for recognition. They are a special interest club. They are the Graduate Student Pre-Health Association. Some of their information is in your packet for you to look at. But we also have a representative to give a brief introduction overview of the club. Are you there, Amber?
Hi, yeah, I'm here.
Hello. Go ahead.
So basically what we want to do with the Graduate Student Pre-Health Association, oops, sorry about my camera, is have just a space for pre-health graduate students to come together and get advice and just build peer relationships, because we have a lot of clubs like this for pre-health students as undergrads that are very helpful. But as graduate students, we don't have a place to just come together and get answers to a lot of these questions. And typically we rely on like one faculty advisor or mentor who doesn't necessarily have all the information. So we just want to create a space where we can come together and share information and have workshops on like volunteer opportunities, clinical opportunities, research, and then also academics like course selection, standardized test prep, application processes for the health professional schools that we want to go to, and then also information on like asking for letters of recommendation and just building each other up as graduate students and professionals. So yeah, overall, we just want to build that space where graduate pre-health students can come together and get answers to pretty much all of their questions in a reliable way.
All right. Thank you so much. Are there questions for GSPHA? Oh, I see a question in the chat.
So the pre-health programs, the first ones that come to mind are pre-medical, so MD and DO. Pre-dental, there are a lot of pre-dental students as well. There are other programs as graduate students. We would be open to all pre-health graduate students, and we would try to have workshops based on what kinds of students there are. But so far right now, what we're seeing is pre-med and pre-dental.
All right. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Any other questions? And if there aren't any questions, then a motion for approval of the club at the recommended amount with the listed stipulations. Okay, I see a motion from ISE and a second from biology. So, popping up the motion. Just give it another moment for a few remaining folks. Alrighty. Results are in. We had 46 in favor, 2 opposed, 1 abstain, and so the motion passes. Graduate Student Pre-Health Association, congratulations. And thank you so much, Amber.
Thanks, everyone.
All right. Moving into funding requests. Josh, do you want to take the lead for these, or do you want me to do it? What's easier for you?
Sorry, I couldn't get off of mute. I can take them.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, so for funding requests, we had, like I said, we had 2 scholarly publications, Chronica and PQ.
There's also the MFA catalog here, Josh.
Yes, I'm sorry. Yeah, there's 3 of them. So is there somebody from Chronica that could speak for a few minutes about what Chronica is to everybody?
Yeah, I'm here. Hi, I'm Melanie Lacon. I'm the editor-in-chief of the journal. So we are an interdisciplinary journal, and we publish research by graduate students who study mostly archaeology, art history, and history of Europe and the region surrounding the Mediterranean Sea. The journal is peer-reviewed, and it comes out once a year, usually in April, around the time of the... Sorry, I'm winded because I had to run away from my baby. Around the time of the conference organized by our parent organization, AIMA. So that's the Institute for European and Mediterranean Archaeology. The journal is co-organized by the Anthropology and the Classics department, and we have students from both departments on our board. We are student-run only. We have peer reviewers who are graduate students, and we try to give those students experience in the editing and publishing world. And we also obviously try to give students, authors, experience publishing an article and understanding what that entails. We do have strict requirements. We try to publish quality articles. We've already accepted 7 articles this year at the potential book review. The journal, like every year, is going to be published in print and also published online for free for graduate students. We are requesting funding to cover our printing costs and the shipping costs because we also ship journals to the authors. Sorry, and we also have a little bit of a few fees for our domain name. Would you like me to say something regarding our co-sponsorships?
No, I think that's all. Thank you very much. Okay, do we have somebody from Art to talk about the MFA catalog?
Yeah, hi, I'm here from Art to talk about the catalog. So yeah, we're requesting $1,500 to fund our MFA catalog. This is a catalog that we put out every year that documents the work for our thesis exhibitions for the second year MFAs, the exhibitions that we put on with our work. The catalog has documentation and photos of our shows and writing as well by a variety of scholars at UB and otherwise who we ask to come in and write and talk about our work. It's a really important resource for us as artists leaving our program here that we send out to collectors, curators, gallerists, you name it, things like that. We do it every year, and it's a really important thing that we do to catalog our work. We're having it printed by the Pickle Ship. It's a local print shop, kind of just south of the city. There, they do a good job, and they gave us a pretty reasonable quote. So that's where the bulk. I think that's where the entirety of the funding is going to fund our publishing costs for the catalog.
Excellent. Thank you. Does anybody have any questions for Art? Alrighty. Thank you very much. We'll move on to English. If somebody's available from English to talk about PQ.
Hi, I'm Zach. I'm a co-editor of PQ. So PQ is a long-running journal. It was started in 2004, so this will be the 18th issue. This will be my second year editing it. It's an independent publication that was started by a UB English grad student in 2004, and she passed it down after the first few years that she had it, and it's kind of just kept going down every few years or so. So this is my second time editing it. It is like a literary journal, but we take a very interdisciplinary approach. We always choose a theme and write from across many different disciplines. Last year, our theme was movement, and we got a bunch of stuff that was super cool. I mean, not only the kinds of things you would think of normally of like poetic movement, but also, a quantum mechanics piece about movements in a physics sense, a biology piece about movement of the body, dance piece, just many different disciplines all kind of doing sort of essays and creative work that kind of think through the theme. So it's long running, and it's had a lot of success over the years. So I'm happy to be continuing that. This year, the theme we're going to be doing is glitch, because it seems productive in the present, thinking about living on Zoom all the time and our increasingly digital lives. So we're hoping that we'll get some fun submissions for that. So our funding is like the other ones. Really, the main thing to pay for is printing. We print with a local printer in Buffalo, Keller Brothers and Miller. So $1,900 is how much they charge for about 200 copies. And then you also have to get cover stock from Hyatt's, and then we also have to get Adobe InDesign, which is the editing software, and that covers pretty much everything. And then we also just have shipping costs and the domain registration for our website on WordPress, and that's where our money comes from, or where the expenses are rather. So yeah, that's it.
Awesome, thank you. All right, anybody have any questions for English and PQ?
I have a question in regards to purchasing InDesign software. Is there any way that you can work out an agreement with the university? Because I know that the School of Architecture and Planning has access to that software.
I'm not sure. For whatever reason, English doesn't. And I haven't. My understanding is that. I mean, I don't know. I should look into it. I don't know. I know that there has been kind of people have talked about it in English, but we haven't gotten it. I don't know why we don't have it. But yeah, I could look into it for sure.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
All right. Does anybody have any other questions? All right. Maybe if we can get a motion to maybe vote on them as a block at the recommended funding amount?
All right, I see motion from GPSA and second from UBQ, so I will make that poll available. Here we go. All right. Motion to approve all funding requests as block at the recommended amounts. We had 54 in favor, 3 opposed, and 2 abstained. So the motion passes. Congrats to the 3 organizations on their secured funding. That's everything on our end. We cannot adjourn without a motion for adjournment. Motion from nursing. Second from CBE. All right, folks. 1 for the record books. We have 53 in favor, 1 opposed, 0 abstained. So that motion passes. The meeting is adjourned at 6:55 p.m. That's probably one of our fastest meetings on record. Yes, echoing Steph in the chat. Happy holidays, everyone. Stay healthy, stay safe. Thanks as always for your patience with all of the things that are related to Zoom online or to living on Zoom and online in the COVID era. Yeah, see you all around. I will stick around here for a little bit in case people have any questions that they need answered, but everyone else is totally free to go. So